Okay, so welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. So I just unlocked Ostagar again. However, I think what I'm going to do is just start working through the main storyline, and I'll probably end up leaving all the DLC, just on the grounds that some of the DLC for this is a little bit unstable, and this is quite a long game series. It's actually pretty hard for me to leave the DLC because I normally do most of the content in Dragon Age when I do a playthrough, but yeah, I don't want to spend forever just recording Dragon Age over and over and over. So let's carry on, see what the dwarves are up to, and see how our spider friend goes.
Our time award.
Wipe them out quickly.
Low gauge.
Oh, that was amazing there. I think we better be dealing with that pretty sharpish because we are dying pretty badly.
Another man.
Yes, that's all well and good, Morrigan. Kinda need to build this match. Not Blizzard. Oh, I wasn't watching any of my main character died as a result. Look, Morgan, you come back here. Point, pop a potion, and throw a fireball that's gonna miss loads of people. Oh, wasn't watching Alistair. I am clearly I've ended up a little bit out of sorts with this game. I think we are just going to suck up and die. Yeah, we're just reloaded. Let's try that again. This time with a little bit more concentration on what we're doing. It threw me because they looked like I was going to. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Right, here we go.
Low gauge.
That's better. Now we've got that mage down. We should be able to handle this a little bit better.
Begin the onslaught. Yes.
Here.
You think, what can I do for you?
No.
This ought to be interesting. Such diction. This man is a true scholar and rhetorician. I am honored to be fired by one such as he. Good day.
My brother and his family made it out alone. He said that the darkspawn attacked.
You have some kind of problem.
Here on the
Oh? What was this about? I worried this might happen. I hoped it wouldn't be you who came for me. I have no choice. Forgive me, Warden, but I cannot go back with you.
Oh, interesting. And everyone just quite happy that we're killing everyone.
Can I interest you in something? I've got the finest selection of previously owned armour and weaponry this side of Val Royale.
Previously
Why
owned.
pay through the nose for new equipment when you can buy like new for much, much less?
Where do you get your like new armor?
Oh, here and there. Look, that's really not important. The important thing is, it's cheap. And just as good as what you'd find at a smithy.
I'll take a look.
Oh, of course. And remember, everything's covered by Farron's 24-hour lifetime guarantee.
I will take the lyrium potion. I have to wonder where he got a Knight Commander's plate from. Maybe I'll take the flesh route as well. I have plenty of arrows to be using later on. No, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of the cross shearing. I'm just hoarding stuff at this point. So I'll take all the fell fruit because it's cheap. And that should do us. Let's go see what else is around here. Heron.
Oh, you wish to talk to me? Truly, it's a courtesy for one so well armed to notice a lowly merchant.
You live on the surface?
Someone has to. Trade with other races can dry up. We surfacers are Orzamar's lifeline, even if we're denied a caste. The Assembly says we've turned our back on the stone, but they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites. Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown.
How often do you restock in Orzammar?
Twice a year. I'm confined to a trade stall in the Commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it.
Never mind,
Best of
I
luck
should
to
get-
you.
Right, let's go try and get in here.
King Loghain will...
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
Why have your people retreated
Hide
like
because
this?
they are dwarves.
I would challenge any race to fare as well. Our king is dead. Endronaiduken returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago. The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
Blade is coming, they must unite, bro.
Wait, who are you to speak for Ferelden? You're no messenger to Loghain, that's for certain.
Thank the ancestors.
Grey Wardens need their traditional dwarven ally.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the Royal Seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Run to your force, King. The dwarves will not hear him today.
You'll hear of this. King Loghain will see you quartered.
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Atrast Vala, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. We prefer that outsiders not witness our infighting, but your presence will be tolerated.
Those statues are dwarven paragons, if I remember
Please,
right.
sir, just
The
a bit.
best of their ancestors.
For the love of paragons, please. Bread. Please, sir, just a bit of bread.
Now that's a thing of
And I'm
beauty,
off.
daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Oh, right. Don't say that. Not to me, not to anyone. Get back to the...
Ow!
What? Stop fussing with it. You'll make it worse.
It itches.
Yes, it's healing. Don't touch it.
But it's distracting. Can I rub it through the bandage? That's not really scratching.
Alistair.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. Not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king! I won't have fighting in the Commons, especially in front of outsiders. I find that sodding fool, I'll have him in the Legion. Vieta, Surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the Commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
Blight is coming. I need Orzamar's assistance.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the Assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
Sounds like Balin Harrowmont wants to talk to him.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
Can a city function like this?
See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there. Sort this all out in a hurry.
Proving?
Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate. The true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
I should get going.
Yes, you should.
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for.
Let's see what you have in your
I'll take
store.
your gold. You're good for that.
And come back for that, I think. Just in case there's any other good stuff.
Going.
Maker's blessing on you, sister.
I didn't think dwarves believed in the Maker.
I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light.
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end of this chant.
And that is something to rejoice in, good sister. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
Don't dwarves worship their ancestors or something?
There is resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. Yet the dwarves of Orzammar persist in worshipping their own forefathers.
That's their religion, you shouldn't interfere.
You speak as if these people have deliberately chosen to reject the Maker, but most of them haven't even heard his name. How can they choose the path of enlightenment if they never learn that the path exists?
You think you can show everyone the way of presumptuous fall?
Andraste revealed the truth. The Maker took her up to live at his right hand and... No, never mind. It's clear you strayed too far to be brought back with a single conversation.
Okay.
Ancestors' garden is Mother. I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone.
What were you praying for?
My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
Safe return? Your son is missing?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Did anyone go after him?
The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by Dark Spawn that way.
You shouldn't abandon him. I'll look for him.
How? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself.
I'm a Grey Warden, that's what we do.
Warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the Deep Roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Take heart, good Widow Filda. We'll do our best.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
Did you see that? I cannot believe what this city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive.
People are at each other's throats.
The city is torn apart. King Endrin is dead, and the Assembly can't decide who takes the throne. Lord Harrowmont or that monster Balin.
Why such hate for Balin?
Everybody knows he killed his brother Trian and let his father's favorite son take the blame. And many question whether Endrin died abed, as we were told, or whether Balin helped him along.
Did you know King Endrin?
Only as a potential match for one of his sons. He was a good man, stern and fair and just.
Is Haramont
He
qualified
is a
to rule?
good man and a skilled general. King Endrin trusted him with his life, and I will do no less.
How did Endrin
He
die?
died in bed after his eldest son was murdered, and the Assembly condemned his second son for it. I cannot blame him for preferring to join the ancestors in eternal peace, if Balin didn't murder him himself.
I should go now.
You come at a sad time, stranger. I'm going home to wait it out. I suggest you do the same.
No wrangling.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter. No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
These things dangerous?
Gotta boil them before roasting, but otherwise no, safe as sand. Some people swear they make good pets. May as well leash a turnip, I say.
If I see any nugs, I'll send them your way.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Yes, in a minute.
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Nothing coherent.
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Or maybe they're too polite to mention it. I had a little incident a few years back. Too much time with the raw lyrium ore, you know. Maybe it was a bad vein. I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate. Except when forging, then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work you've ever seen. Look around the shop. See for yourself.
Thanks. I will. Time physical technique as well. That's a pretty powerful tank ring. Very expensive though, especially when I want the tone of physical technique and the tone of mental technique. But we have to wait for them. There's a nug. There you go.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell.
I've got a nug for you.
Zaraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I found.
You?
You look like you're not from around here.
You could say
Oh,
that.
wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
My companion here is senior enchanter for the circle.
Oh, my lady, it's an honor. I've never met an actual mage. Is it true you can manipulate nature's forces with your mind? Like you were born with lyrium in your veins?
Don't let the glamour fool you, child. Wielding magic is a dangerous occupation, and a great responsibility.
Why is a dwarf interested in the circle?
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
And you want to leave Ozma?
I want to go to the Circle to study.
I assure you that desire will depart the moment you arrive.
I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
I can bring you across to the
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Teventer Imperium's Verticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop. Yes.
What's this? An elf? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesh's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
Will you let me pass?
Into the deep roads? Not without a full unit of soldiers to back you, my friend. Or Adesh's permission to risk yourself. Orzammar can't afford to lose its citizens or honored guests on casual visits to the deeps.
Are dark spawns the only danger in them tunnels?
Of course not. Down here, you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin.
Well, I should go.
Aye, for your sake, I hope you've no reason to come here again.
Okay. Guess we gotta go talk to the lords in the Diamond Quarter.
Yes.
Oh, this is grand. The noble houses do love their luxuries,
You
don't
have
they?
come at a difficult time. Orzammar
Lord
Harrowmont is the voice of tradition.
Convenient weapon rack.
Lord Veilguard is the voice of anarchy and
News of the hour. Lord Harrowmont's insinuations against
So this
Lord
is the seat
Veilguard
of the
reveal
king. Except he isn't sitting there at the moment, I suppose.
Let's go see what they have to say in here.
Yes.
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartak Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
You know who I am?
It would be hard not to notice the Grey Warden and her eclectic entourage. I hear you seek the aid of Orzammar's finest.
I need aid against the Blight.
Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
Is there some way I could help?
My prince is the rightful king, but a disappointing number of lords back the upstart Harrowmont for the throne. If you show your support for Prince Balin, he might be able to assist with your requests.
Can I talk to Balin?
You must understand, Harrowmont hides behind his good reputation while sending spies and assassins. Balin can't know who to trust. It's been like a knife in the heart for Balin to see so many of his father's men stand with the usurper.
I thought King Endrin supported Harrowmont.
That hurts worst of all. That Harrowmont would take advantage of the dying king's delirium to plant such poisonous suspicions against his own son. After that, you understand why Balin cannot trust the word of a stranger, however reputable that stranger might be.
I promise I am no spy.
Would you be willing to prove that? Harrowmont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harrowmont's deception,
Irrefutable evidence, which I suppose you have?
I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
What kind of evidence?
Harriman promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harriman can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harriman gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
I'll have to think about this.
Don't expect this offer to last. If my prince hears you swore allegiance to his enemy, he won't be so friendly next time. I will be here if you change your mind.
The Assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the Assembly, I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough! The Assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions. Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the Assembly of the Clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
I'm just observing, pay me no mind.
Oh, Stone. You must be the Grey Warden. I completely forgot about the Gate Guard's message. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
So who has the authority to aid me?
Dulan Verender, Harriman's man, can be found at the Harriman estate. Vartag Gavorn, Prince Balin's second, is often here in the Assembly. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
So, you have to pick a side. Go to the Shaper of Memories next, I think, before we start getting into what sides to pick.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories?
Oh, right. And I'm off.
So, Alistair, we've leveled up. Strength, some willpower, and some more constitution, I think. Or how much dexterity? Ooh, pretty low on dexterity. Okay, we'll come back to that. We are going to have to suck it up and get some dexterity for Alistair, I think. Oh, this is a hard choice. Do I go Juggernaut, or do I stick with Warden Commander? We tried Juggernaut for a little while. Juggernaut gives us 30 armor, 72 defense. $240 sterling is quite a lot. What is the set bonus? Full set strength and constitution. Full set of this. Oh, where's he can be Juggernaut. Juggernaut's pretty powerful. Especially since Alistair's more of a get smacked around than a damage dealing character. Maybe we'll put Stan into the Warden.
Oh, right.
Okay, 3 people to talk to in here. Water.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
What kind of research?
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
I could try and find
From
them.
the surface, what do you know about fighting Darkspawn? There aren't even any expeditions planned until they settle this election. Otherwise, you need special permission from the Assembly or some great lord.
I'm a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrowmont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shapered. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dusttown. They couldn't know the value.
Okay.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
How do you know who I am?
The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you.
Let's talk about Orzammar, Lord Shaper.
Ask, and I shall do my best to answer.
What does the Shaper of Memories do?
The Shaperate guards Orzammar's knowledge. We have preserved in Lyrium all of the records of Dwarven history. The memories record all. They are how we know to which family a child owes life, how we trace lost Tigs. They ensure we forget nothing of our past, good or bad.
Let's talk about Orzammar, Lord Shaper.
Ask, and I shall do my best to answer.
Tell me some of Orzammar's history.
We were a great empire once. outnumbering even humans and elves. We traded with your Tevinter Imperium, and our land stretched as far in the deep roads as theirs did above. Kal Sharok was capital then, but we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with darkspawn.
How did you lose your golems?
The Paragon Caridin, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the darkspawn. One golem is worth a dozen dwarves in battle, but Caridin's Tig is far into the deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more.
Where is Kal Sharok?
At the other side of the old empire. During the last blight, the kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold everything. They sealed the deep roads, abandoning everyone still trapped in far-flung settlements. It was the only way to survive. Kal Sharok is the only other city to outlast the blight. We only rediscovered them recently, and they still haven't forgiven us.
What are the deep roads?
They were once our highways beneath the mountains. Now the Darkspawn claim them and few venture there, except your order, who enter the deep roads when they retire, so they can die slaughtering as many Darkspawn as possible.
Let's go back to my first question.
Please, speak your mind.
Sorry to disturb you.
Your presence here has been recorded in the memories. I wish I knew what significance it has.
Okay. So let's get out of here. So I'm thinking this is probably a good place to stop for now, and the next time I can decide whether I'm going to go with Paramount or Balin. Since Balin is a pretty nasty person, but he normally has the good interests of dwarves at heart. Paramount is pretty honourable, but is a very stuck in tradition sort of dwarf. So it's a pretty hard choice. Thank you, and goodbye.